On a complete rampage, averaging historic numbers. It's Friday night and live on Payday.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. And look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Wall.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with Tobias Harris. And for the Wizards, Beal and Miles out on the perimeter. Aaron Baines out there with Sharch. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved. It's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Here's Washington. Outside, Beal. Off target from three-point range. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
I'm not really sure I've ever seen a center who could play bully ball in the paint, then step out and hit the three, then give you the handles in the mix like Joel Embiid. I mean, him and Boogie Cousins are really the only two that come to mind.
And all month long, he's been fantastic, and now he's been named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
And small forwards are asked to do so much in the modern NBA, and he just answers the call in every facet of the game. Tremendous numbers from him, and he is more than deserving of the award.
And even though Embiid has that deep range, he prefers to throw his weight around inside.
And he should, Kevin. And at times, a lack of spacing has forced him to step outside. I mean, he's as gifted as you can get on that block. I mean, you got to get him the ball down there with space to work.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Baines finds Wall. Wizards passing it around. Miles, that's good.
Why you always have to be ready around John Wall? Because you never know when he's going to call your number.
Beal with the steal. Knocks it loose. Up the floor. And Wall slams it home.
We all know Wall loves putting on the show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 or 4 to kick things off.
Wall passes to Beal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Number 1 is Joel Embiid.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 6 to shoot. And Wall kicks to Sharch. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. Here's Miles. It's deflected. Harris against Beal. Harris's shot is off.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Rebound by the 76ers. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Rockets. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replays now.
The versatility of Simmons, astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
It's Miles on the wing. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his third assist on the night. Fires for three. And Baines pulls it down. Wizards leading by 3. Left side, Beal. Baines dishes the Wall. Pass to Beal. To the inside, Baines. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
A nice shot by Embiid.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Washington. Pass to Baines. And the pass to Miles. Outside for Beal. Shoots it. Saric passes to Baines. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. Pass to Horford. No good on that one. And it's Washington the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
Outside, Beal. Drilled from 11 feet out. Beal's got 6 points.
Masterful ball control from Beal right there. Excellent at maneuvering around defenses.
Horford kicks to Simmons. With the fadeaway. Here's Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. The free throw drops for Embiid. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
From 17 feet out, and it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ball against Simmons. Miles dishes to Baines. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Miles. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. No good off the back of the rim.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Ball stolen. In the corner, Simmons with it. 76ers moving the ball around. Can't get it to fall.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Outside, Beal lets it go from deep. And Horford pulls it down.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And it's Miles missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Washington trailing. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides. And He fits nicely next to Embiid.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And then for Philadelphia, Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Richardson in for Simmons. Pass to Brown. Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. Double team on Thomas. Out to the right wing. Hachimura. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Philadelphia shooting the ball to the tune of 41% from the field so far. Here's Korkmaz. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Scott, and the dunk by Scott.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Thomas passes to Bertans. And here's Mahimi. To the middle. He kicks it to Thomas. From past the arc, it's good from long range.
Three-point range. That's an area where Thomas always seems to get open. So good at finding his space out there.
Rebound by the Wizards.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Hachimura. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Embiid. Looking to get it going. And the layup is up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Scott against Thomas. Dishes it to Mahimi. Got a piece of it. Now the 76ers on the break. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead. Washington's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Now Brown. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bertans kicks to Mahimi. Passes it to Bertans. Just 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. But they recover it. Thomas dishes to Mahimi. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hachimura. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid. Very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Philadelphia. Right side, Scott. Inside. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 5. Thomas passes to Hachimura. And the Wizards with possession. To the right side. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
Down low. Now the pass to Korkmaz. The 3. Buries it from three-point range. 14 points for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Thomas passes to Hachimura. And that one is stuffed right through.
Such a fantastic decision maker. Thomas, he's adept at making the right pass at the right time.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that.
It's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Here's Hachimura. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Bertanis passes to Mahimi. Bertans with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Richardson, and stolen by Thomas. Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Both teams making substitutions here. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic, how about that guy? That's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him, and then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's a man.
Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. C.J. Miles is out there with Sharge, and it's Baines in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. The 76ers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Ball passes to Beal. Ball's knocked loose. Ball against Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wall's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's Sharge. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers leading by 14. Simmons passes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Harris against Beal. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Baines has got 8 points.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass from the tip.
To the left wing, the 3 ball. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. Trailing by 17. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
Fires from the wing. Rebounded by the Wizards. Baines has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Miles missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Shot from the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. And he overshot that one, missing. Wizards trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill, and they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Goes up the baseline, and the jumper is good. He's got 25.
And we talk about ball distribution. Simmons is a terrific floor general, as he proves once again.
Here's Miles. Sharks trying to break free, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid. The Wizards have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Free throw good, Miles.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards. Philadelphia leading by 15. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Wall with the bounce pass. Here's Hachimura. Guarded by Embiid, and it's Miles missing.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
From outside the arc, another 3 for Philadelphia.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Wall looking for an opening. Kicks it to Beal.
Hey, yo, right here.
The shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Wizards trail by 20. Down low, here's Miles. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Ben Simmons. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Connects again from distance.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season. Yep, that one goes in there.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Horford in the post. Rebound by the Wizards. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Beal is graceful on the drive, clever at finding ways around the defense.
Over to the left wing. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Bangs home the trifecta. Miles has got 12 points now in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The 76ers leading by 18. Taking a look at the 76ers. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Tobias Harris is out there with Ben Simmons. And while we can, let's check on the leading distributors at the point guard position in the second half of the season. Ben Simmons is second.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
Well, it's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have. It's point guard play at its best.
Beal can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Baines, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Bradley Beal. 11th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. The first free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40-point mark has been reached.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredibly historic year from him.
And in 1962, Wilt set the record for 40-point games with 63. Never thought that mark would be broken, but I never thought we'd see a season like this. The big scoring night, something we see from him on a consistent basis.
Well, crossing the 40-point mark, GA, as you can see, something we've come to expect at home. On the road, it doesn't matter. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
No good that time. Wizards trail by 21, and on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The shot, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this when he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And at times, Chris, reporters have talked about a rift between Beal and Wall. But you know what? Beal has nothing but great things to say about his backcourt mate.
Yeah, Kevin, Beal has said himself that he believes a lot of his success is due to Wall. Beal's production with Wall sideline flourished. But Beal would much prefer to have Wall by his side.
The 76ers leading by 22. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Bradley Beal picks one up. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, Coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so, yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. Pulls up on the wing. Jump shot is good.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Thomas finds Mahimi. Beal drives in and finished off by Beal.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of dunks.
Sharge grabs the board. Sharge has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Mahimi. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
At the line for the 76ers, number 35. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help them. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The 76ers leading by 19. Rebound by Mahimi. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Thomas is running. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. From deep, the long-distance 3 is buried.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Pass to Mahimi. He dishes it to Beal. The baseline J. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wing shot on the way. It's not going to go for him. Now the Wizards take it the other way. That's tipped. Thomas against Richardson. Now the 76ers on the break. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Richardson's got 7 points in the game.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
One of the best scorers. I mean, Beal is so good getting into a rhythm and taking over. One of the NBA's best scorers.
Good, another from 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA, now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Brown, good. Brown's got his first points of the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. To the inside, Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
I mean, dunking is simple for Saric. He just needs good position.
The 76ers leading by 21. Passes it to Scott. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Stay with me. You know, yeah, home for a while, then back on road. I'm gone, come back, then claim my throne. You mad, you broke.
So for the Wizards, Bertanis, he's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Hachimura in for Saric. Here's Hachimura. He has 7. From deep, Thomas. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Richardson. Lays it up and banks it in. Richardson's got 9.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Thomas passes to Beal. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
Love the touch on that floater right there. Beal has this shot down to a science.
Shoots it up. And yep, another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Thomas passes to Bertans. Beal finds Bertans. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Hachimura. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. He's got 9.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The 3. They get it back. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Outside Thomas. And there's the pass to Bertans. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. And the 76ers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And let's now look at the shooting guard position for a moment to see which of them has the hottest hands since the All-Star break. Bradley Beal is second.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, and it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
Yeah, Greg, and with their range, they stretch out opposing defenses. So even when they're not shooting threes well, they're still making an impact.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And a miss there on the triple. Now, here's Bertans. 6 points for him. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
So it's the Wizards now.
76ers ball.
Wizards trail by 20. Thomas passes to Bertans. Wants to get it to Brown and does. The shot's good. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
But he's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Richardson outside. From deep. Hachimura grabs the miss. Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Thomas got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. John Wall's checked in for Bradley Beal. Philadelphia also making some changes. Horford comes in for Mike Scott. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Korkmaz. Inside, here's Brown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. For 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Bertans got 4 rebounds now tonight. Goes back up. It's good.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Wall against Harris. Here's Bertans for three. It doesn't go for him.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Pulls up from the corner. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Hachimura. Richardson covering. Hachimura, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Wall passes to Thomas. Lets the three fly. Wall's shot is off.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
As great as he is off.
And again for three.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. And Chris, at the defensive end, so much of it is communication and positioning.
Yeah, offense is trying to force rotations and force mistakes. Horford doesn't take plays off, and his recognition is a step ahead.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. And Washington making a change here. Baines is checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons is checked in. He's off on the second. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Another steal. Swiped away. Here's Bertans. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. The 76ers leading by 23 with the shot. And again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Wall kicks to Thomas. Pass to Bertans. Here's Hachimura. Can't hit that one. The tray. There's Embiid, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Embiid's got 16 points. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Philadelphia ahead, running away with this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. To end the cold streak, but they'll get another chance.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
At the forward spots, Miles and Hachimura. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Baines in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Shards checked in for the Wizards. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Beal. From deep, Miles. That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Shoots the 3. And good! He hits it again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Baines passes to Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's very good at staying in control on his drives, and with Wall's amazing speed, it's not easy to stay in control.
Wizards have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was so...
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Harris against Šarić. 5 to shoot. Outside, Beal. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Beal's got 25 points.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
I don't know why he keeps shooting 3. Can anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Now the Wizards with it. They're on a 16-5 run. Šarić passes to Baines. The dish to Wall. Fades. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
He's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Timeout call.
About as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Good! Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And it's blocked by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. Nice D from Wall. Wizards trail by 19. And Miles kicks to Baines. Outside, Wall. And the wide open shot from Miles. Off target from outside. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 70s. Connects again from distance.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And GA, with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season. Wall's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make
Good! Another from 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. And Baines kicks to Beal. Wizards passing it around, and it's denied.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. It's stolen by Harris. To the middle, here's Horford. Baines with the block, and he recovers it. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Washington called for the foul.
Well, and Horford doesn't always shoot a lot of free throws for a star big man. You'd like to see him getting that respect from the officials.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Horford. And with a younger generation. Feeds it to Beal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beal's got 16 points here in the second half.
Far from just an outside scorer, Beal also has the skills needed to capitalize close to the basket.
But they get it back.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
First one falls for him.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Hachimura. Both good from the line that time. Washington shooting about 42% so far. Wall against Simmons. Baseline jumper. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 23. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, maybe a break in play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
If I'm him, I'm shooting it every time I get the ball. It is just an incredible night for him, and there's still time left.
The 76ers making a switch here. Jonah Bolden's checked in for Embiid. Ennis comes in for Al Horford. Murray's checked in for Harris. And Trey Burke subbed in for Simmons. Shots good by Baines.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Philadelphia shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. From the corner. Washington with the rebound. Baines has got 11 rebounds in the game. Brown right side. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 51 seconds left in the fourth. For the three, and he's good on the three ball.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Shooting for Washington.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Passes to Bolden. Jacks up a three. Hits it again. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Brown feeling it out a bit. The pass to Wagner. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
From downtown, can't connect. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Well, Che, the 64th time this season you've scored 40 or more points in a game, and that breaks Wilt's record. How have you been able to score this season with such consistency?
Hey, DA, man, no single player can go out and score 40 points, a night on their own. It's all about the system we have in place. My teammates set me up with great looks, and I can honestly say that they're the reason that, I have so many big games.
Well, all of you get the credit, but you get most of it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you.
Yeah, what's up, kid? Show them who you rep.
Hey, I get a fans a show.